Tucked away in a mountainous valley in southern Africa, the Kingdom of Eswatini is known for its quiet, rolling landscapes. But tonight, it serves as the backdrop for a highly irregular international transfer. An unmarked passenger flight touches down on the tarmac. On board are 11 individuals who have just been deported by the United States government. This arrival marks the fourth transfer of its kind to land in the country. None of these 11 people are citizens of Eswatini. They have no families here, no prior connection to the kingdom, and zero history within its borders. Instead, they are caught in a bureaucratic holding pattern. The Eswatini government has taken them into temporary custody, while international partners attempt to figure out exactly where to send them next. This arrival exposes a mechanism in U.S. immigration policy where Washington relies on third-country deportation agreements to relocate migrants, a workaround that is altering the mechanics of global border enforcement. When an immigration judge issues a deportation order, the expectation is straightforward. The individual is placed on a flight and returned directly to their country of origin. That system breaks down when the home country simply refuses to cooperate. Several foreign governments flatly reject the return of their own citizens. Other nations take a quieter approach, bogging down the paperwork and utilizing extreme bureaucratic delays to stall the repatriation process indefinitely. Back in the United States, this creates a massive logistical bottleneck. Individuals with active deportation orders end up stuck in domestic detention centers with no legally viable destination, placing intense strain on the infrastructure. A line starting from the U.S. attempts to reach the origin country, but hits a wall. The direct route is blocked. To bypass the roadblock, the line reroutes. The U.S. signs bilateral agreements with neutral nations, creating a legal pathway to transfer them elsewhere. By treating uncooperative home countries as obstacles to route around, the U.S. is effectively exporting its domestic immigration backlog to foreign holding zones. Looking at Eswatini's quiet mountain valleys, an obvious question arises. Why would a sovereign kingdom willingly absorb another country's logistical headache? Accepting these transfers strengthens Eswatini's political leverage with Washington. The kingdom is trading a favor today for increased diplomatic standing and bilateral engagement tomorrow. But that political capital comes with immediate complications. The arrival of these 11 individuals has sparked intense legal friction. Legal representatives now claim that at least 2 of the people on that latest flight had active legal protections. According to those advocates, those protections should have barred the U.S. from removing them in the first place. On the ground, the situation is equally murky. Human rights organizations are raising alarms over a lack of transparency regarding where these deportees are actually staying and the conditions of their temporary custody. Eswatini secures diplomatic favor with a superpower, but inherits a legal and public relations minefield in the process. It is a trade of human governance for political influence. Eswatini is not a unique case. It is one of several countries that have signed similar bilateral migration agreements with the United States, forming a network that spans across multiple regions. This expanding network represents a shift in how sovereign nations handle border control. Deportation is operating outside the traditional two-party interaction between a host nation and a home country. Migration management has secured a seat at the highest tables of international statecraft. Diplomats are negotiating the transfer of human beings alongside cross-border trade agreements, military security pacts, and economic development deals. The movement of people across borders now operates as an actively traded currency in the complex world of global diplomacy.